Hey everybody! As you all know, I am a mindfulness teacher. When I tell people that I am a mindfulness teacher, I hear a lot of interesting myths. It's pretty typical to have assumptions about things that we have no idea about, judgments and criticisms about things that are confusing or mysterious to us. So today's video is all about the top 5 myths that I hear about mindfulness and meditation and dispelling those myths. So let's get right to it. Myth number 1, you should have no thoughts in a meditation practice. Wrong. When we think about the definition of mindfulness and meditation, it is the awareness that we have in the present moment. Thoughts are normal. Thoughts are expected. We're human. We are going to have a lot of thoughts. The idea is that you want to notice the thought and then redirect your attention back to your focus, whether it's the breath or body sensations or a creative visualization. If you have a lot of thoughts in your meditation practice, that's okay. That's all right. It just happens. The key is to notice without judgment. What does that mean? You're not getting angry, you're not having an opinion, you're not, starting to get upset about yourself for having these thoughts. There is no striving to push thoughts away. You welcome whatever is knocking at your door. Myth number 2, meditation should always be a blissful, beautiful, peaceful experience. Wrong. Meditation practice is not always a pleasant experience. Sometimes we can have fearful thoughts, unpleasant physical sensations, anxiety and stress that are amplifying feelings of discomfort in our body. Being uncomfortable can happen. It doesn't mean that the meditation is any less powerful or any less beneficial for you. Unpleasant thoughts, feelings, or sensations can come up once again. We welcome whatever knocks on our door. Imagine meditation practice is like owning a guest house. As a gracious host, you should always welcome whoever knocks on your door. You don't have to have them stay very long, but you do have to welcome them in. If it is a thought, a feeling, if it is a painful experience, welcome it in without judgment. It's not always bliss. It's not always going to be pleasant, but it is always going to be a beneficial practice for you. Myth number 3, meditation is only for spiritual people. Although meditation does have spiritual roots, this is a practice that has been in the human culture for thousands and thousands of years. But it no longer has to be that way. Meditation can be a completely secular, non-religious experience. Because of neuroscience, because scientists are actually figuring out remarkable changes that are happening in the brain, neuroplasticity and neurogenesis, this actually gets taken out of the spiritual domain and it becomes a practice in which we learn and develop the skill of training thought and training the brain. It doesn't have to be spiritual. Don't worry. If you're afraid of this interfering with your spiritual beliefs, or you're afraid that this might make you into a airy-fairy hippie tree hugger, it won't, trust me. Myth number 4, you have to be a very naturally calm person to be able to meditate. No way. I have worked with so many people who were completely on the other end of the spectrum of calm. People who are not able to shut off their mind, people who suffer from ruminating thoughts over and over again throughout the day, people who can't fall asleep because there's so many thoughts going through their mind. You don't have to be an innately calm person to be able to meditate. Yes, meditation does make us more calm, for sure. It makes us more compassionate and patient and empathetic too. But that comes with the practice. You don't have to start from there. Just like anybody can learn how to ride a bike, anybody can learn a new skill or sport, you can come into this practice as an amateur and continue to develop your skills. This is a skill set. This is something that you develop, that you cultivate, that you nurture. It takes time, it takes practice, and it takes perseverance. Myth number 5. I just don't have any time for meditation. No time. Just really busy. I've got a lot to do. I don't even have 5 minutes. I don't even have 5 minutes. Oh, yes, you do. I hear this excuse all the time. I have no time to meditate. I am so busy. I can't sit still. I'm gonna give you some tough love. Bullshit. Bullshit. Listen, if you can sit on the toilet for 5 minutes looking at your smartphone while you're doing your business, you can meditate for 5 minutes. I don't buy it. I don't buy people who tell me that they can't dedicate 5 minutes to a meditation practice. You can. You just don't make it a priority, or you just don't care. If you really want to learn how to manage your emotions, manage your stress and anxiety, get better sleep, have a boosted immune system, have better relationships, have more empathy, and everything else that comes from this practice, you gotta work. This is like anything else in life. You need to be consistent and you need to build this practice. All it takes is 5 minutes a day to start. You can find the time. If you have the time to watch a TV show, read a book, go on social media, you can find the time, you can find the motivation, you just need to want to do this work. Research shows that the longer you sit in a meditation practice, the more benefit it has, but you don't have to dedicate that amount of time every single day. So, there you have it. 5 myths of mindfulness that I, quite frankly, hear all the time in my practice and in the world at large. Were any of those myths something that you believe about this practice? I really hope that I've helped to clarify and elucidate and highlight all of the ways in which those mindfulness myths aren't real. Try this practice and see what comes of it. Peace.